Quick fly over the stage now, of course, as we are starting to get locked in for agent select. And I'm going to raise this yet again. I think it's been a topic of conversation over the entire day, is that how do teams deal with this Cypher play? Can they play slow, clear that util out, then hit, or are they going to run headlong into it? That's another thing that's really going to test, I feel, the macro of this all game.
It's definitely going to be tough. I mean, I think, you know, listening to their pre-match interview saying that they understand what their mistakes were, but, you know, correcting what you understand is a whole different beast. So let's see if they could adjust. I think it takes mental preparation on top of, you know, what they learned watching those VODs to get something to go here today. And mates, they love this beast.
اشيل نيون
but you've got a good read early.
لا كلوف حرام، كلوف رينا لازم اخليهم عشان المنوب اللي ما يعرفون يلعبون اللعبة. نيون
What a read.
Just continuing to pump the brakes here, see if anybody else comes out for a little bit of an explore. You1 may be able to find a time. He just doesn't check it.
والله لو اقول الشخصية عيال بتزعلون مني. اشيل نيون وفايبر.
The PL1 back shrimp as well, getting involved. He's able to find Starzo, puts himself into a position where this round could be recovered. Full flash connecting though, has Kira been spotted? There certainly has been now. Puts that spike down onto the floor, and what a clutch this would be, but it's too much health on the opposite side.
نيون ليش؟
Running low on bullets.
نيون تصلح تحطها في لعبة زي اوفر واتش، مو فالورنت. تاخذها تديها باوفر واتش تبدع. هين الشغله، ما تحس انك تلعب فالورنت. فايبر انا اقول لكم ليش فايبر الصدق. فايبر لاني مليت من المتعه حق فايبر. كل بطوله 60-70% نسبه البكريت حقها. اخي مو بانها سيئه ولا انها ما، بالعكس والله العظيم من الايجنت المفضلين اللي عندي. بس يرحم امكم يا شيلوها، سووا لها ديسيبل شوي ولا سووا لها ريورك ولا شوفوا حل. مو معقوله كل بطوله كل كيك اوفز كل دوري نسبتها فوق 50. عنها حلوة اقسم بالله انها جامدة. حلوة والله حلوة، يعني ان ابيليتياتها جامدة. يجيك واحد. ايه.
U1 is able to find a kill, shut down the enemy yours, stops him from building up any more ult charge here. Finds Starzo as well.
وين المشكلة؟ شو وين المشكلة؟ شخصية ماكل الجو على شخصيات، هنا مشكلة، اللعبة لازم تسوي بالانس للرول حقه، فهمت علي؟ يعني شخصية فيها رولين، شخصية ماكل الجو على السموك، الكنترولر والسنتينل، هذه مشكلة حبيبي ياسر. شلون ما هي مشكلة؟ أنت كمطور للعبة عندك كاركتر في البطولات ماكل الجو على 10 شخصيات، مشكلة ولا مو مشكلة؟ ومنرف الشخصية دي 7 مرات ورا بعض وما زالت تلعب، مشكلة ولا مو مشكلة؟ والله مشكلة حبيبي، لا والله لا والله، اللي يقول لا والله صدقني انك ما تفهم او انك انسان لسه يعني صدق يعني ما انت بفطين باقي. لكن الانسان العاقل، الانسان اللي يفهم في الديفلوبر والتطوير والابديت والبالانس في الالعاب والماتش ميكينج يدري انه هذا الشيء ما هو طبيعي. ايا كان بف للسموكر الثاني نرف لها. طبعا السيستم اذا جاء حق النرف البان بك بيعدلون بالليله، هذا الحال هذا بيعدل الليله. بيجونك لعيبه يبندون فايبر بالدم، لان اذا بيحطون وضعيه اذا اختار ذا فايبر انا ما اقدر اختار فايبر، فهي بتتبند 100% كل جيم.
He's out a little bit more patiently. Is drifting across the top. Re-peaks, finds many for his trouble. Finds Starzo as well. Suddenly, just Beepo and Glyph.
بما اني من فايبر اقول له انا منك من فايبر قلت لا.
Spike in play, but Shrimp still coming away with it. Bangier on the swing is able to find Beepo. That's one way to get the blood pumping here for AG.
حلوة من AG.
Defuse deny that bonus conversion.
شكرا لك على السب يا NV5. الله يكثر خيرك. يعطيك العافية على التذكير معه.
Shrimp's able to adjust right there and take him down and gets a second onto Starzo. So this is also the other thing I want to keep an eye on is Shrimp.
التصويت مقفل صح؟
24 kills versus XLG on this map on the fade. He was absolutely frying, put up like a 358 ACS or something like that. And he's already off to a hot start, 5-2
يلا 2-1 جابوا الباي حقهم.
And even though this map incredible for mates, saw it right before we were bumping in. AG, this has also been a strong one for them.
شرمبو غريب ذا تكسر عليه لو تقدم. لسه اللعبة جديدة. يوم سووا لها اطلاق او لانش ما نزل شخصيات واجد مثل الالعاب الثانية مارفل وغيرها. فالسيستم ذا ما صعب انه ينزل الحين. بعدين بيجي بعدين. إذا جاء.
Trying to see if he can catch anybody off guard. Kira just trying to play him in on these jump peaks. Now a little bit of ring around the rosy. There's a spot and a kill. Two-player advantage as AG look to tie things up 2-2.
Got the turret here to confirm that there is a change in direction. Although Starkso able to initially dodge it, waits for the reinforcements. They're going to smoke it off. In fact, a couple nanos.
Oh, and that's going to allow.
يا حبيبي.
Just not ready for that.
حلو والله.
Cheeky little play from mates. For that access now into the A site. Nanoswarm for now going to be holding them at bay.
دخلوا كسر الترت. ليه؟ ليش ما خلى الترت وكسره؟ مع انه مسمك.
Just doesn't have the protection there to keep Shelby in the fight. Rifle now across the swing in. Starzo has him outdone. 3 kills for him. And now the player advantage suddenly in the hands of mates. What a round win this would be. AU1 needed to try to hold the line here, but will just be quickly overwhelmed.
يسوي شيء؟ خلت كسر الترت. اتوقع التايم حق الترت يكون اكثر اذا انكسر عن انه يسحبه. ماني مين كل جاي بس اذكر هذا الشيء موجود، ماني اذا تغير ولا لا. زائد انه ما رد سموك بيروح وبيدمج فما له داعي انه يخليه. بالضبط. اي يب.
Seeing the player cross, gets the second, immediately throws the nightfall.
ماشي الجيم سنس حق يجي ما عجبني. يعني انت اوريدي عارف انه اخذوا تايمنج وخشوا المفروض تسحب الترت.
For the other two players trying to clear A. That's so smart. And I've been so impressed with him all this year.
ما له دخل.
He's led this team.
ما له دخل لانه ممكن يلعب بالسموك بس ما غدا بيروح. الو مارتين جاب 2. طيب ليش هذول ايش يسوون؟ يضبطون السحور؟ ولك ما حد فيكم قاعد يشوف واحد ماسك يوتل، اللي ماسك يوتل هو اللي طالع وايد.
Shot's going to be ringing out. GRQ able to tuck back away the saturate. Not going to be connected with Starzo. Able to find Kira over towards stairs. Now the neural tap
يكتب لك يدي الخير.
slide in into his demise.
راسك في حياتك يا رب ومن يسمع الشات. خلاص انت قطعت الولد.
Hash aplenty available to mates. Won't be able to find anything more. 4-1.
That's tough. GRQ here.
ايه عز هم من هذا اللي انا اقوله.
A little bit too early for free with that Bucky. I know mates is being a little bit tricky with their timing, but they're a team that likes to take pauses mid-round. That is incredible that he finds 2 there.
يا بابا والله انكم
line up for a little bit of a util dump to try to make a counter push, but it's never come through.
الايكونومي وكيف تشتري ومتى تشتري وليش تشتري. هذا جيم سنس خاص. الماب له دور، من اللي ضدك له دور، اللي معك له دور. متى تفرس متى. صعب اني اقول لك اياه هنا في البث، اتغول عليك انا، واي واحد يشرح لك في البث وش تسوي كذاب، بس يبغى يسمعك انه فاهم. لكن اذا تبغى بشكل عام كل شيء له ادابت. هذا الشيء متغير ما هو ثابت. الله يصلح اول ويشتغي. طبعا عز بس شرط إذا أنت أتاك في استثناءات تقدر أنت تلغي كسنتنا وما تطلع باي مع التيم عشان ما تعطيهم قن. هذه نقطة. النقطة الثانية تكون مع التيم عشان إذا مات اللي مع فاندل تاخذه يكون معك بيستولنت. هذه نقطة. بس في الغالب 3 إلى 4 يشترون فل. 1 أو 2 بالكثير يسيفون. إذا في بلاي ستايل معين. يب. الليركر أو اللي مع التيم. اللي مثل النيشيتر. يطلع يكمل ياخذ البستول اللي هو الشرف او الباندت او الجوست ويطلع فول يوتل مع فول شيلد. يكون هو خلف الدولست عشان ياخذ الجن لا مات. فهمت؟
Has that overdrive in hand, but might not even need it. His teammates are just gunning them all down one after the other. The push for the spot out, and Shrimp will fall. Beepo gets his piece of the pie. It's a flawless for Mates.
Yeah, and it's all about just, again, having the better of that early exchange. Mates there with the ability to TP out, even though they get flashed up here. There's a relay bolt quick too. That's really, really nice. Great reactions from Beepo there. And that Nightfall trying to use that Cosmic Divide, trying to know that Mates are going to have to push forward ahead of it to make sure that this retake can't be that easy.
أنا متحسف بس على الريجن والله متحسف على الريجن ده ما قصدي شيء بس مو متحسف إني أبغى يسوي شيء بدي أدري إنه ما راح يسوي إذا سوى والله بقول أوكي في علم 3 مقاعد
Now it's just that Marshall still staring over towards B Long, looking for the lurk from Mini. Looks like he had tagged him up. Shot once, so knows that Cypher's on that side of the map, but it's a clean shot from Kira. He needs help. He needs a weapon recovered. It's going to be a double push out through water as Kira finds another one. Misplays in it, and you won a little bit. Now all just down to Kira. Vandal going to be scooped up. Tap of the defuse.
Could have stuck it.
Knows where one is at, but he doesn't know that Mini was still a world away. Turn to the flash to jump forward. Cannot find the kill. Martin survives with 2 HP. Catches him with a shorty, and Mates continue the win streak.
Some nice shots with the Sheriffs, and poor AU1. The only time that Mates have been pushing through water has been one player that has come through there when they've done it. So he's only
الفكرة إن الريجن موجود.
greedily grab the gun.
فهمت؟ من بدري من سنين 3-4 فمكتسب خبرة لكن حمد تجيبنا ذا الحين احنا باقي ناخذ الخبرة باقي نتعلم الخبرة فعط ريجن حقنا 3-4 سنين معهم بعدين نقدر نحكم أو 2 أقل شيء أضاف الإمام صار عندهم خبرة على 4 سنين تيم واحد بس اللي جاب الشامبيون ولا أي بطولة ثانية من فريق في البدايات إلا يوم كان في فريق سي نسيت اسمه وباللعبة باقي أيام سنتينل وفيف أتوقع ما خاب ظني جاب ماسترز.
Already vast improvements here for Mates across the board. Lockdown at the ready. Wanting to send this until the commitment on that plane is there and until a couple more players from
الحين الباي هذا إذا راح من إي جي سلم لي على الهاف الأول يا شيخ. يلا كل جاي المفروض أنا لهم 4v3.
Cleans up GRQ. Starso's going to continue to try to fight forward. Second kill, but doesn't manage to find it.
ما تبغى معهم ولا شيء.
Last one standing, just backpedaling away.
أستغ مع بول.
Still do have the grab. Well, now be called in.
أستغ معك. ستار تسحبه ولا؟
You're down to a pixel. Catches a stray there from Glyph. 1v2 in the clutch from our team, but cannot get it started. AU1 protects Kira to the fuses in, and AG will find themselves a 2nd round win.
Yeah, this is just good awareness this time from AG, knowing that Mates is going to want to get aggressive behind the lockdown, so they've got some follow-up plans for it. Throw in that seize and just completely stall out this counter lockdown play. Really nice shooting there. Kira again, pretty sharp. AU1 as well. I mean, I will say for AG, I've seen some pretty nice things in their individual mechanics. Some, you know, just good shots, but it's going to take more.
It really is. Operator going to be online, though. In the hands of Feng here. See what value he's going to be able to get out of that. Does have the dimensional drift as well.
Going to be on the side of the map this time. Seems like now that Mates knows that op is there. Try something a little different. Look at Mini, but they're pinging it.
Yeah, just strafing across, avoiding all of those shots, but now the double push coming through. They're trying to flush him out of this position. Gets the headshot there on the GRQ. Tags him down low, but can't quite confirm that kill. Operator now, position forward, Glyph on that swing, and dead. Solid and snappy. Another 2-player advantage available now to AG. On the approach, people sliding across Fengir, able to find him. Looks like this round not quite going to be going Mates' way. Barring a big turnaround from Martin and Starso. The latter of which is intercepting 2 players. And he does have that spike in hand. Could be trying to go on the rotate, but just peeks in the tower. Now EU1 dead. Nightfall out towards long, not going to be catching on to the enemy Yoru here. That operator still in hand, but goes for a safer plant. More towards that link side. Now they're just double bound forward, splitting apart. Looking to try to capitalize. The dimensional drift going to be forced out. And you're seeing them both relaying this over the Cosmic Divide, going to be called in, but they both just push forward in front of this one. Martin here at screens is able to find Kira, and now Fengir has everything to do. Swaps the weapon over. The swing in to his demise. Martin's just too damn crispy with it. And Mates now up to 7.
I mean, just the gall here from Starzo to push again up the tunnel. Just catches him completely off guard. Util in hand there for Shrimp. GRQ's not even remotely ready for it, even though the C's comes up short. He's still best AU1. And Martin is Martin. No doubt in that moment you feel like that.
اصلا ما تأهل من السويس ولا تيم صيني. الاثنين اللي في السويس طلعوا. EDG واكسل جي. وهذا الاول. انهز المباراة الاولى والحين في الاليميشن راوند.
Absolutely have their performances throughout the run of the tournament already been electric.
بدي ألمح لكم. ما ادري شلون.
More than happy to cheer for some good Valorant.
إن هو ذا.
Deeper smokes, but they don't really dissuade Mace from window, and they're just going to try.
Now it's Martin's turn. Goes in with that dimensional drift to swing in. Beepo trying to steady it. It's going to be Mini coming to the rescue. Let's bail him out, keeps him alive. Pop flash through that dimensional drift, or rather through that Cosmic Divide.
لا مو عشان تأهل ببساطة. هو ذا الريجن.
Have to backpedal, but you won. Does manage to come away with a kill, finding that lurking cipher. Can't get across deep enough in the arc to really recover the weapons. So still just going to be there with that bandit in hand. Looks for a little bit more, but Martin comes out on top. Fengir now gone. Kira dead. It's just Shrimp. Backside with the Sheriff. Finding a nice shot, finding a second. But cannot get the reload. Cannot get out to safety. Beepo would have been one tag. What a rally back that
ما أقول مساهمة أفهم شونه. أفهم طلع مخك من مكان ذاك وحطه في عقلك. أفهم.
It's so close.
يعني جمهور. أرقام اللعيبة. الأتيام. عرفت؟
Nasty shooting. Speaking of nasty, Shrimp to even on the scoreboard, but the overall
فهمت علي؟
round scoreboard not looking good again for AG. Couple more to go here.
أتوقع 50% الصين لحال، الباقي 50% العالم كله. على مستوى الإي سبورت وعدد اللعيبة والمكاسب اللي ترجع لهم المردود، كل شيء يمكن أكثر بعد. مستحيل. أنا نفسك قلت مستحيل. أنا نفسك سوي. بس العلم اللي أنا أقول لك يا مو هبت. بس النسبة أعلى يمكن من 50%. ما هي بدقيقة. بس الكلام صح. والله العظيم ياتونا والله. شفني حلف بالله في ذا الشهر الفضيل. حلف لك بالله. يمكن أكثر. 25% سن. طيب. عشان كذا ليش أنا مجلوط؟ عشان ذا الشيء. الكلام أنا ما جبته من عندي. بس خلاص ما أقدر أتكلم أكثر من كذا.
Still yet got some bite here, but the time is just not going to be on his side.
أنا فالورانت أتكلم عن فالورانت والإي سبورت بشكل عام أيوه. بس الحين قاعد أتكلم أنا عن فالورانت.
This one didn't look like it was going to go so well, but a good saturate and a follow-up kill for GRQ stymies this round.
بس عدد الأتيام اللي في الأرباح اللي تطلع اللي غايت من كل شيء. أخي أنتم خلوني أتكلم، أنا ما يصلحني أتكلم. خلاصة الكلام إن الريجن كبير، خل أدائهم في الإي سبورت إنه سيء وهو فعلا سيء. أوفرول عدا ذلك من عدد اللعيبة والدنيا والمردود
ready for Starzo.
وإنه قديش أهم شيء هو وأكثر شيء هو وأفوت شيء لهم هو إيه بس سلامتك. بالنسبة اللي أنا قلتها أكثر بس هذا تقريبية يعني. أتوقع هذا السبب اللي ما زال إنه ما زال حتى مثلا في لول له ريج لحال ترى. على مستوى رايت.
Shrimp flashed up, tucks away back at Secrets, able to find Glyph. One of the Buckies now gone. Fengir able to find Martine. Push onto the corner. People's position now known. He's not freely finding the damage and he needs an AU1. Able to hold his own. Starstruck down to 5, but Mini still full HP. The Neural Theft's going to be invested immediately. Ping out reveal. Shows that flank coming in from Kira as well with the judge in hand. Starzo trying to go for the plan, but once again, a lot of this going to be on Mini's shoulders. Especially now. Fengir finds another kill, swing to the corner, Kira takes him down, and AG rescuing this half as much as they can, they make it 8-4.
Yeah, honestly, they look better today in a lot of different ways. And, you know, the individual play, much better. Some of the macro decision making, much better.
مني بروح علينا السوق، عادنا في الماب الأول، يبقى تروح الماب الثالث، ولو انتهت 2-0 بتقعد 2 أقل شيء. يلا الهاف تايم ذا الحين. أنا أتمنى تنتهي 2-0 ويطلع يجي.
Started to find their footing just a bit, rounding up those final 2 rounds. Starting to connect with some shots that were missing in the previous, part of the half, as well as missing yesterday.
Yep.
Can that continue now? Back into another pistol.
That more, and you can see that their pistol round win percentage this year not so good for AG, where it is pretty good for Mates. So gonna need a best the odds this time around. Mini though, so much control with that cam, gonna just thwart that attack single-handedly. But it's pulling some players from Mates. Is there gonna be some space that's left open that's created by this? But they're gonna re-aggress towards mid with 3. Kind of anticipating.
Not too far away.
Yeah.
Starzo's there as well.
No one's even going to see that clone on the other side of the map. Poor clone.
This might just end up being a big crunch in towards stairs. Wait out the nano. A little bit of a later linger here from AU1. Able to get the spot out. Or at least onto the enemy Cypher, but cannot find that kill. Gets Mini down to 22, but he collects the elimination in the end. The face forward, GRQ with that frenzy in hand. Able to finish the job. The Cypher now gone, but continues to scale up. Loses his life for it, so player advantage going to be established now, expounded upon as Martine takes down Shrimp as well. Now AG scratching their heads, wondering where to go, and it looks like they might try to explore out towards this defender spawn. We'll just stay tucked away here, plan it back sight. They know that these players are going to be low in health. Can they hold the line against the numbers?
It's great patience being shown. Another nice seize from Starzo there as well. At the ramp. Kira has to win this.
He really does, and he hasn't seen him, neither player spotting out the other. The scale forward, but now Beepo has him outdone. He's a bit too far forward on that push. Fengir having to do it all. Finds the first 2. Here's the approach from behind. Looking for the double face, and he just cannot split them apart. Martine with the finisher. Mates now up to 9, both pistols in their hands.
Again, there's some good moments here for AG, but it's just not quite enough. Mates, macro game so on point. Great reactions, anticipating that AG was going to try to fight back for that space at Art. And then they can just play contain. 2 there, 1 each on the extremities of that essential position that AG created for themselves, and they don't give up a damn thing. Such good discipline.
تأخير سوري يا شباب. جدي صوتك عالي. وش اسوي بك؟ ايش انت سمعت؟ سمعت حاجة غلط؟ خلاص طيب عادي ايش المشكلة؟ اسأل الضفاع اللي عندي هنا ايش يبغون يتسحرون.
Martine. Doesn't consider a timing shot now. Will just send him out. Doesn't find a connection, but meanwhile, he's caught the flank.
لا تأسف ولا شيء. عادي الأمور طيبة. احنا نسولف من باب الميانة. نبدأ جبهتك.
Insult to injury.
سلسلهم. ايش تبغى سحور؟ اي شيء. اجيب ذا؟ لا. اجيب ذا؟ لا. اجيب ذا؟ لا. اجيب رفعه الله يعز النعمه. فقلت بجيب لهم بخاري سمقندي، قالوا قلت خليني امشي. اي شيء اي شيء اي شيء ولا في راسه شيء. خليني اضرب 9-4 جاب البستل. جدي صدق لما تصير لاعب كوره الله اكبر عليك سحور. وقت رفعه ليش ما تصير دكتور؟ الرابط العجيب. دكتور بيطري. مارتين 10-4. هل ما زال البحرين في مشكلة في البنك؟ أشوف ناس تمام عندهم وناس لا. أتوقع أن المشاكل باقي موجودة.
Yeah, it's really nice stuff here from Beepo. Being very patient, understanding the negative space on the map, knowing that after AU1 got that kill, he might try to wrap in through lane.
أوه ربي رحمتك. أنا ما أحب إذا في 60 شغلة في مخي. يمين بالله لا قادر أركز البث ولا أقرأ الشات ولا أشوف الجيم ولا أطلب سحور.
I can't see it.
ولا أشوف الرسائل اللي جت.
So I just assume that, you know.
وأنت اقعد.
I couldn't quite see that one, but
خلاص بشوف الجيم واطلب سحور. اللي بيتكلم في الشات أنا ما أشوف رده. أوكي خلنا نطلب سحور ونعين خير.
Like the patience being shown here at long A by AG, recognizing that judge still in play. Put an alarm bot a little bit further forward, play for the longer angles.
طيب.
Try to get this plant down on B or not.
Trying to draw some rotations, but right now mates aren't biting.
سمقندي وينك؟ وقفت.
They've misread this.
قفلت ولا ايش؟
Prowler not going to spot anything around mid.
سمقندي الله يرحم أمك.
They're on that turret. U1 just trying to slot forward, closer towards the doors. Meanwhile, that contact comes in, and GRQ going to be taken down. Martin able to find Trip. AU1 still fighting back, however. Manages to clean up 3.
والله الكل جاي ده مولع.
Let's get AG into an advantage position.
3v2. النيون.
Once again, look to deny a bonus conversion. Yep, that is not a clone. Oh my God! That was almost the biggest beef I would have ever seen. But he gets a kill, so it's okay. It's fine. Take a breather, people. Now then, people with a swamp over on the weapon has the Vandal still there. Stairs side now getting joined by Starzo. Swarm lobbed forward. There's that approach from backside. As a sprint in, Beepo slides in, finds Kira, and looks for a little more.
والله بينهونهم
سريع clean it up this time.
لو ما كان صار محتوى يوتيوب او محتوى يوتيوب وشورت تيك توك وشورت انستغرام وشورت واتساب كل شيء.
It's just the mid-round misread by AG is catastrophic. It completely costs them. I mean, even though AU1 good as gold here in mid, gets 3, but yeah, Beepo's just waiting. Again, it's just patience. Some of these off angles catch AG off guard. And yeah, you're probably going to have to rip another timeout, aren't you?
ما بس تركيز محتوى بعد انا ما ابغى بس ازهق اللعب موجود. اول ما تخلص البطوله خلاص ما بقى لها شيء. بنخلص 27 اسبوع باقي. باقي اسبوع. بعد بريح كم يوم ونرجع. حلو الكنترول من ميتس.
They just killed him a hell of a lot faster than AG could have realized. Just managed to find 2. Kira now arriving, last one standing. Swaps out the Guardian, gets himself into a 1v2.
سايفر كان موجودة في الآخر. والأستر المفروض أن يمسك البي.
This is an absolutely necessary clutch for him to find.
لو لي مكان الأستر أطلع برا هنا.
He's had his moment so far today.
الصح أن الأستر يلعب هنا.
Economy's in the bin.
أو هنا. أيوة كذا يشوف ممتاز. على الصح. احب خالد كيف كذا كويس فنان ما في مشكله بعدين عليه بس لانه اذا تك فوق بالهبن احتمال يجي تايمينج اندر واذا نزل تحت هنا يمكن ما يبغى ياخذ فايت معه فيبغى يلعب برا لين ما يسمع التاب بس في شي زقاقه تيري بتي لو كمل صار يعطيني صمت عقابي. والله اني ما اشوف الشات كله يا محور الكون، يا الحبه النادره، يا الحبه الاخيره. قاعد اشوف الجيم واتكلم، ما اشوف الشات كله. يقدر يسويها بس كيف بيسويها؟ يبغى ياخذ بومبا يدورون انه خشمك وين؟ يوم انك تلقيها للدق اوت وغادي يجيك فلاور وتدري انه في زقاقه هناك.
Yeah, went for a bit of a scrap, but Starkso just flying ahead of all the util. Shrimp again almost.
تعرف خشمه طبعا
with that guardian. Even though Kira's there to clean it up, if you have Shrimp alive in this 2v2, it's going to look way different in that post plant. And now you're facing some great ults for mates. Two great retake ults. Do have your Cosmic Divide as Kira, one away from a lockdown as AU1. So you could get some tools to work with in this round, but you know, mates, see what they want to do. Maybe gonna try to contest a long control a bit. We'll see.
On forward. People are just gonna go backing away, the double dash in. GRQ able to find a catch with that saturate. Prowler chases over. People tucks away a dugout. A bit of silence. Lockdown considered. Alarm bot is gonna be cycled forward. Looks like AG just wanting to pump the brakes, cut the noise. See if they can get any rise out of mates. Any information.
They're going to try to crunch him out of art.
They're just going to try to crunch into this lockdown as well, and people sliding forward is able to find AU1. Now has it cleared out. Cosmic Divide going to be called through. Shrimp just managed to get the catch. Neon down. A 1-for-1 in the end, but now that critical ultimate taken out of their hands, but swing in out of art, and GRQ doesn't manage to find Starzo. And he tucking back. Joining back in, gets himself forward in front of this Cosmic Divide, and Cliff on the swing is able to find 2 kills. Pengear and GRQ both going to be eliminated mid now. A 1v2 of his own to try to bring this map to its end. Cannot avoid the nightfall.
30 seconds left.
انهي
Climb in the corner, the double face ready. As both players shift their way back across
انهي يا
the
سايفر
stairs.
ما بصعب عليك.
Giving that consideration, has he rewrapped? Has he gone through water? Is he connecting back across towards mid? The answer, of course, is no. And he needs to check every which angle. Now in towards main. Once he sees that there's no one here, it does narrow it down. Should know that they're both going to be leaning in towards that stair side. Can he isolate the kills? Taps the swing, and Kira with a headshot will keep AG afloat. 7 more to go to try to take this into OT.
This is just a really wild round, but AG showing some patience, even though they're going to lose this lockdown.
وعليكم السلام.
This push out, anyone can't hold on. Gets overwhelmed by the relay bolt and the dash in from Beepo.
ابو خالد لو تشوف الماتشات المهمة افضل مثل الفاينل او سيمي فاينل.
Really clean for the most part, but
طيب انت شوف الماتشات المهمة يا كلتش. يعني يقصد انه بس بيصير جدول ممل، هو بالنسبة لك انت ممل. فأنت كذا تعال تابعني ولا تابع الاستريمر اللي تحبه ولا بث البطولة الرئيسي في الماتشات المهمة لك، الفاينل والسيمي فاينل. حلو؟ خلني أنا مستمتع. أنا مستمتع والله. محتوى ما في ديلي، أخذ وأعطي مع الشات وأتهاوش مع الشات وانبسط مع الشات وأطلع بمحتوى للسوشيال ميديا وألخصها في اليوتيوب وأدفهم إعلانات كل شوي عشان أترزق. وبنفس الوقت البطولة حماسية. فهمت علي؟ فأنت تعالي وقت ما يكون بالنسبة لك حاجة مهمة، لكن لا تخاف أنا ماني ملان. في أيام ملل تجي من طرف واحد، ايوه عادي ما في مشكلة ويكون الوضع ركود. عادي. يا أخي أحب أتابعك، طيب إني أقول لك تعال تابعني في الأيام اللي أنت تشوفها حماسية. فهمت علي؟ اعرف إني أنا موجود بث إن جيت الله يحييك. تنورنا وتشرفنا وتسعدنا. تشوفه ممل روح انبسط، سوي الشيء اللي تحبه ويسعدك وتعال بعدين في الأيام اللي تشوفها مناسبة لك. وهذه بوسة.
Both duels
مارتين
now dead. The dimensional drift going to be called in.
شاف
It's
الأول
15
شاف
seconds
الثاني
remaining on the clock. They have to try to make a go of it, but they are surrounded and outdone.
ابغى اولولا كل يريد ابغى اي جي يطلع خلي طلع ما في طلع الحين بنسلم التصويت بنسلم ايش بنسلم التصويت بعدين بندفكم اعلان ليه وخذوا ناخذ ايش احلى اعلان طف الاحمر يا ولد ابو خالد رغم انك تكرههم هل تشوف اي والله
like we saw with G2, so I think, you know, some of those protocols where they got caught sleeping a little bit, hopefully a little bit more polished today. They're able to avoid some of those early unnecessary deaths. They're going for a 3-2.
ابغى احستلم السحور بتسحر
this pretty well read. It's again doing their homework on AG's tendencies.
والامور ان شاء الله طيبه وبجيكم ان شاء الله مع بدايه الراوند الاول تمام.
You're just gonna have to do against this mates team. You're gonna have to come up with some new stuff on the fly. Now they're trying to make their rotates pretty quick, but I'm a little worried about AU1.
Off at the ready. Seems like AU1 spotted out. Paint shell towards backside. C's going to be connecting as well, and he's just going to be spammed out. Wall banged by Beepo. Kira on that swing out. Does manage the challenge. Wins out the fight. Raise on raise violence and a fadeaway shot to find Martin as well. Pushed down from Mini, however. B heaven stairs. Intercepts GRQ.
They're just over-rotating on these contacts. That's opening up space for Mini to do some serious flank damage.
That kill towards spawn has really stirred things up for AG. Trying to figure out if they do have a solid read of what mates are going to try to do.
30 seconds left.
Slow, methodical push into the B site, and we'll see that it's empty for the moment, but all three of AG nearby enough to try to counteract this. Pistols have been elusive. Can they find one here? Spike now in play. Swing around, it's going to be damage exchange. Mini down to 1 HP as the saturate gets lobbed in from Fangir. Swing in the corner. Kira comes away with 4. An ace clutch to try to get the pistol across the board. Fangir still in the mix, but now taken down, and Kira manages to find it. A massive round from this race that was lacking on split yesterday versus G2 now starts off this map. Staring down the barrel of elimination, comes away with the ace.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. This is the Kira I wanted to see. Put your opponent's names in your death note and go to work. And this guy was nuts on this map in China, and he's coming alive. Absolutely brilliant.
And he was one of the players having that slower start when we saw the shift over to Abyss. That's where he started to look a little bit more alive with that Astra. Wasn't able to see it from him on the raise yesterday, but my God, what a start for him now. Will be a bit of an investment here as Beepo Stinger in hands, gonna go charging forward, but AU1 outdoes him with that Spectre. And you're just around the corner. Two players now tucked in the mail. Starzo and Martin have absolutely been stopped in their tracks.
This is classic mates. Take a mid-round pause. Make your opponents second-guess themselves, but love the patience being shown here by Fangir. Just hold the line.
Move.
Yep.
Just put yourself in a more disadvantaged position with that Bucky if you do. Silence here will continue, it would seem, but now the push getting ready to come in, the Prowler. Does a check towards him? Yes, it absolutely does. Saturate going to be lobbed on an AU1. His turn now. Finds himself the 3K, maybe a bit more. Starzo will continue to push in AU1. Can we just have back-to-back aces from different players?
Give it to him.
5 HP, 5 kills perhaps. See if it's in the cards for him. He's going to go running forward, and no, won't be able to find it. But it will be AG. Give themselves a 2-0 start.
This might be exactly what the doctor ordered here. The confidence now should be starting to flow a little bit more. We saw that even though they got bodied on Pearl, they were able to keep their emotions much more in check. Now it's time to get some of that positivity flowing, get some of that energy going. Just really nicely held. Again, a lot of what Mates likes to do on this map is mid-pressure. They want to try to create space that way, give themselves the ability to pivot to either A or B, depending on what they like. So in the early round here, AG doing a good job of nullifying that strategy that Mates is generally going to bring, but this time around they're being very, very cautious, very, very patient. Do get a spot there onto the Viper, but often that is a solo player, and Mates is going to try to use that to their advantage.
Rotating across, Spike at the same time though, in mid.
It's like an A split.
So just sending out the Prowler, quick clear of it from Kira. Shot still flying, and Martin had eaten some counter spray, but what a time to be found. AU1. Killer in the previous round, immediately going to be taken out of the equation here. Mates look to deny the bonus conversion. Again though, Bucky in hand, Fengir tucked away just on that entry out of A main. Needs to try to get some real damage across. It's joined in. Blast packing forward, Shrimp able to snipe him out of the sky. The Saturate now on the floor. Fengir picking him apart, finds a second. Snaps back, won't be able to find the follow-up, but look at the damage dealt. Clip down to 2 HP. Paranoia towards sight. Then on the reposition, just tapping this, trying to see what kind of reaction he can get as Kira arrives on this flank. It's going to be GRQ to find Glyph. He himself down to 10 health, and the timing is going to be found. And Kira not gotten the kill. GRQ absolutely would have. AG finding themselves their first bonus conversion here at Masters Santiago.
Yes, this is exactly what we want to see. Signs of life, really good holds, and even though they lose that player in mid, they commit to holding this A choke, and Mates falls right into it, throwing all that util right on top of Mates. They dismantle that round.
Now, plenty to cheer about now. Very solid start. Kira off the defuse, able to get that showstopper. Ready to go, 6-0 at the moment. See how long that deathless streak can continue for him, but for Mates, looking like they want to go for a pacey hit now into the A site. Just gonna be sent. Boombot locked in, gets the spot out, the smoke gone. It's gonna be Shrimp to collect the kill. The showstopper up and over the top into the site. Is it right there, smack dab at Starzo's feet. Lift looking to try to trade one back. Pulls away, not gonna be caught by the flash, but does find damage on Akira. Spot there on a Martin. Just trying to pressure this race out, but what a snappy shot. And now Martin absolutely screwed. As Kira looking for another big round. Looking to go 10-0. It will be AU1 to find Beepo. And at long last, AG have a reason to be on their feet.
And it's the confidence here from AG to play their game, which is anti-execute. Stop your opponents before they can really get into a post plant, get their feet where they want to be. Kira here, love the decision making. Spikes on sight, knocks it down. Ooh. And he is sharp right now. Just so ready. They can finally get on their feet. Try to get the crowd behind them. But it is going to bring a very quick timeout to shut things down. They have plans at the entry points to deal with what Mates wants to do. So a huge round for Mates now. They're coming into a bye. Do have that pit available. Is AU1 just going to rip right off the gate, right in mid? Looks like it. At least he's positioned to potentially do so.
The Mates just pile into this, is my question. Take it a little bit slower here. Some shots going to be exchanged. Kira and Beepo both going to, tiny little bit of damage. Not wanting to play forward into this thing, and we'll just reroute now over towards Garage, but Fengir, as mentioned, that operator in play. Crash Just behind him, goes for the peek. Shot not going to be connecting, dashes out to the side. Tries to keep himself safe, but AU1 going to be caught up as Bebo is able to find him. Here on high, Kira trying to flush out these players on the opposite side of the smoke. Sending out the blast packs, trying to slow down this approach. GRQ on the peak is able to find Glyph. Spike brought forward, but now everybody contained here towards backside. The swing, the lineup. Kira able to find two. Starzo, however, in reply, guns him down with the collab. A 2v2 with the op in play. Finger zone back away towards Alley. Trailblazer out. It's a spot onto the enemy fade. Ducks away, not gonna get caught by the concuss, but Mini dead. Now it's all down to Starzo, and he cannot find another. 5-0, the timeout not working in Mates' favor.
Looked like they might have a good chance. They're able to force the op off of the hard angle, but AG again, so quick to rotate into position to keep their opponents pinned behind the pillar. Don't give them a lot of space. I mean, if it isn't for a little bit of a spacing issue there, and it's just unlucky, to be frank, Starzo just finds a perfect timing to swing that to get those 2 kills. That's a clean-ass round.
No, it really is. It's 11-1 and 1 now, suffering his first death, but not going to be too bothered by it. Kira continues to be a force of nature in this map. We're halfway towards that next showstopper. Speaking of which, People does have his available.
Got the Cosmic Divide. You're one away from Martine's ult. They have some really cheeky stuff where they could potentially pull out, comboing those 2 ults. See if they want to go for it this round.
Hit nearly there as well.
They're just giving free space, so we're taking it.
Molly lineup actually from mid across an A main, it looks like. But now looking for the push down as Showstopper will connect. Finger's gonna fall, but Glyph, late flanker, has been displaced. G now just looking to focus forward, get this retake going. 4v4. It's now winnable position if they can get fanned out. I'm going to overcommit as well, so don't get the plant in mini, because otherwise it could have just been that hit into play for them. Fixing towards heaven, Martine just going to be jumping away, drawing the attention with that gate crash. The site has been evacuated. 3 players here in heaven, Martine at main. Looking to try to hold down the defuse, the body block as well, going to be coming through. 8U1 on that peak, finding 2. Blast pack does manage to force him away. GRQ, here's them rushing him down, but Martine gets the classic out. Finds that 3K, and Mates will get themselves on the board at around 6.
This is good stuff from Mates. AG goes for a hard read that Mates are gonna revert back to one of their tendencies, trying to go for some early mid-aggression. They put 3 players there, but it's all just a push-up ramp. Again, if Mates are given that space, they're gonna take it all day long. And then some nice stuff on the site in terms of giving some false information over, just beautiful timing as well on that blast pack. It doesn't get any better.
It seems he's not really registering that it's there, because Shrimp could have just cleared it. And then you just avoid that situation, hold the defuse either way. AG still in a solid enough position. It's Beepo. Oh, I mean, it looked like he had the read, but then just gets caught, boom bot in hand. And they just triple face in the garage.
Now you're gonna be staring down some huge ults. Convergent pass, Showstopper, Seekers. So much to play with. Shrimp, though, drift out a bit out of elbow, but Starkso able to tuck in underneath Flowers just ahead of that peak.
Not quite deep enough into the corner, so Starzo not being displaced. Wins out the fight. Solid shot to shut down the peak from Shrimp. This dimensional drift now going through, scouting over towards screens, checking around, looking for the Viper, eventually able to find him, swing in and mini, holding his own as well as Fengyr will fall. Kira dead. He's looking to go back to back. Start stringing together a couple of rounds here on this attacker side. GRQ going to be timing. Checking in towards the site now. U1 would love to just drift away, because even though the win streak has been big overall for AG up until the previous round, rounds have been scrappy, so their economy is down in the dumps. Just silently make his exit. Slotting back over towards mid. Mates able to find themselves a 2nd round win.
He's gonna have to keep drifting. He's got, Glyph actually peels off. I thought Glyph was gonna try to go through the ropes and see if he could catch up, but Instead, they're just going to play it safe. I mean, economy a little bit shaky for a few players on mates as well, so don't want to fork anything else extra over if they can help it. Good round for mates. Able to play some nice positions up at the top of A ramp to keep AG from clearing some space to set up for those retakes. Really, that's a tough round for AG. You had so many huge ults that were potentially there, but they get shut down right here by this crossfire. So a couple nice little adjustments.
They're still having fun despite the deficit.
Kind of their MO. I think it'd be cool to throw something completely unorthodox at mates, try to catch him off guard. And maybe that's what they're doing in mid. I mean, I saw the pings come down, and that's where Fengear is kind of placed. So maybe they're thinking about a convergent pass there to counteract any mid aggression that mates would want to go for. But again, mates looking to push extremities early. He will claim control of the garage at the very least, but they're going to be taking their time with it, really trying to suss things out. A lot of stars placed early over on this B side as well, but so far, AG's not going to commit that extra player in that direction. Trailblazer, not sure if it saw Mini or not. I think it might have because he's peeling back, but again, mates has already shown that in their conditioning. Oh, hold on.
Attack coming through, but GRQ just has to give the space. Paranoia trying to delay the flood. People still able to work his way forward, clear out the rest of the site, but fast rotations coming in from AG. Sprinting their way through the vents and across towards this B heaven position. One way to try to really interrupt that plant coming through, but now convergent pass is going to be invested. Showstopper out over the top, and it's a 2-for-1 for Kira. Sarso and Martin both going to be taken down. Clip there for the trade. 2v3, however, is a full flash into his face. The Sigma going to be lobbed in, but GRQ just tanks a bit of that damage, gets it up halfway on the defuse as AU1 finds a kill, and AG, they find another round win. The timeout working a treat. They get the shutdown. To invest the 2 ultimates, 3. In fact, I believe the Seekers went flying through.
Yep.
But they get themselves up to 6 all the same.
Yeah, and again, big individual wins out on the extremities in the 1v1. GRQ wins. Even though the convergent pass doesn't hit anybody, they don't care because they know it's going to force them right into that showstopper.
It's Martin right before he can gate crash out as well. Timing just a hair off for him. So now 4 rounds to lead. Again here for AG, up to 6. How many more can they get? Gonna look to break the economy of mates if they can find this follow-up. Secure a lead at the half.
3 players again over at A ramp, something that I think the coach has addressed. They don't want to give up that space easily to mates. It's making some of those post plants too doable. So you're just gonna be committing a little bit of extra early resources in that direction. They're leaning pretty hard over towards A. There's smoke there in front of Starkzo. Dog gonna see just Martin, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it got the spot. Maybe a mini-map ping out to be able to see Starzo as well. Nightfall gonna go cross, connecting on to Shrimp. Backpedals away towards back map site.
Lots of time there with that flash. That was nice.
يا رب رحمتك اللهم لك الحمد يا رب.
4 players. They're going to try to work their way, maybe just down through vents, across the mid, completely be rerouted. There's a spot out though, and Juan can't make it onto the rope. No clear that boom bot now, and immediate TP back across into backside.
Mini.
For GRQ.
الله يتقبل الله يقبل الله يقبل اللهم امين اللهم امين. السحور.
Rather.
ما صليت سحرت.
There.
اللهم امين على العموم في ذا الشهر الفضيل يقبل منا جميع الطاعات.
Side finding himself a second. That one is all on Glyph. Arriving onto the scene in a 1v3. The time, however, is just not going to be on his side, nor is the shot. GRQ with 3 gets AG up to 7.
Oh, الصيني.
Just really well held. Not crumbling under the pressure, even after losing your player in vents there. AU1 going to go down. Then Fengear wins another 1v1 for him. And this push and pull from garage and from backside. Absolutely beautiful. Nobody overcommits anything.
شفت ايس رايز في البداية. رايز والله انا لو رحت يجي الكلتش يجي فاتك يا ابو خالد.
as mentioned.
إذا
Enemy
جيت
kick back here
ما
for
جيت
Mates is
لك
going to be brutal, and it
طول
is.
عمرك العب دقيقة خليه يتنفس الأكل هنا. اللهم لك
Sheriff's Stinger and a
الحمد.
Ghost.
والشكر لك يا رب على النعمة اللي أنعمت
Just trying to work their way forward onto the side, but that might have just been through the smoke. Shrimp is able to find one. People dead on the approach. Finger will fall. Mini going to be good for one. Glyph finds another. Still though, 3v2 as the dust settles. Mates have their work cut out for them. They want to pull off this thrifty. Kira's still a ways away.
لعب قذر من
Both
جنتين.
flashes. One used to check corner at screens.
7-2. عادي يرجعون يعني الكومب دبل سموك من اي جي فايبر اومن ريز ويلي سكاي. هناك فيد
Scale forward through this one, eats some damage. The blind spray taking him down to 60. GRQ looking to try to keep his eyes forward on that side.
والله ميتس.
As Martin snipes him out of the sky, Kira dead. The approach coming in at GRQ again. Back-to-back 3Ks for the Omen.
كويسها بس يلا ما عليه. التصويت ما قفل. سألتك بالله سلطان. خلني اشوف اذا ما قفل التصويت، اذا قفل التصويت بعطيك بان، اذا ما قفلوه بعطي بان. الاتش.
Not overcommitting to anything.
مثلا
winning some of their individual battles, showing off some really sharp shooting. GRQ in particular again here on split, coming alive. Saw a little bit of it against G2. He's much better today. And oh my. I think we're getting. It's just been
التايم اوت حرفيا.
AG so smart, so map aware too. Every time somebody's pushed out in towards spawn, they've dealt with it. All those little tricks that we're working on Pearl are being absolutely smothered out of this map.
بقرا منين 8-4 ولا بلاش. الله يعينهم.
Hint and the Cosmic Divide available for a post plant for Mates. 3 players here outside of Garage. This Boombot's going to be exchanged. Fake of the TP forward. Beepo just clearing that corner. Seems that they do have control of Garage, at least for the moment. Well, Spike's still going to be dropped back over in sewers next to Starzo. Just watching to see if there's any deep walk down into mid.
Yeah, Mini's changing his position just a little bit. Going to the top of sewer ropes. Seeing if maybe he could catch somebody off guard from AG. Push a little bit deep, trying to get a little bit of space, and here you go, back to the bread and butter for Mates.
Trailblazer having the spot, but quick little tuck away from Mini, not looking to get caught. Wise enough to know there's going to be something accompanying that Trailblazer forward at the same time. For a catch here on a Glyph, he is able to play elusively enough.
I think this might be a fake.
Drawing a hell of a lot of attention, making plenty of noise.
They're trying to make you think it's a fake.
Look at Fengir.
He's held it.
Just the operator.
He heard it.
Needs to try to find that opener. Saturate is going to be sent out, slowing them down, trying to reroute them perhaps, but at this point you kind of want them to push into A. You want them to go in towards the stack, but now you got the pit blooming into heaven on B. Hearing Glyph. Looking for the swing on the corner here. Trying to flush him out of the blast pack. Pushes Kira back to the wall and Glyph guns him down. A critical misstep. Gives the player advantage. Now the plant over to Gentle Mates. Previously we're just running down the clock.
I think it's just a save.
Seems like that's going to be the case. Not wanting to risk that operator. 4-player save. His Mates managed to strike within the last 12 seconds of the round. And this is massive for them as well. Not losing out on any players, not losing out on this weaponry. They will be able to retain everything to try to get themselves that 4th round win.
And it's all about this early round pressure they create at Garage that opens up a little bit of extra space, and they're able to go back in the mid where they want to go, bait out some util at A tower, bait out rotations over there as well, and then make the call to pivot over towards B. They've got Kira on an island trying to hold the line. Okay. Can it be 4 for Mates? That's a really nice round for them. That's more of what I've seen from them on this map. So is AG gonna have an adjustment? I'm already seeing pings from them towards mid, so clearly they're considering that space, making sure that it is accounted for in some respect.
Get that high five, surely, by the next map.
Someday.
Double walk in towards mid. They're around the corner, setting up some stars in the meantime. Lone paint shell out onto the B site, and the off shot ends up going wide. Bengir still swinging out, but does have to back away. Situated once again in male Trailblazer, spotting out that there's no one in back of sight. Gate crashes there, but would just be Martin basically guaranteeing his death should he take that. Oh, elbow gonna be spotted, and Cliff again.
The timing.
Finally the headshot, Bengir dead. Two players situated here on ramp, spot out. On to plenty of the paranoia, now gonna be lobbed in, but Beepo uncaught by that, unblinded. Finds Kira, and they just run down GRQ. A 2v5, it would be monstrous. With the gun barrel spotted, and now would have to be an ace clutch from Shrimp to make it a 9-3. Won't get the opportunity. Massive round for Beepo, another 3K for him. In flawless fashion, Mates managed to find that 4th round win to close at the half.
Yeah, some good adjustments there, but overall you have to be so impressed with AG. Playing their game plan to near perfection, the best we have seen.
But can they find another pistol to take that step towards bind, or will Mates look for a run back? We'll find out after the halftime break.
جابوا 8-4. حلو حلو معليش عيال. كانت عندي
Something they like to do on these pistols, just go for a big hit towards A. Kira's got a sheriff though, so I'm not sure if maybe it's kind of the normal look. Normally it'd be Kira blast packing in there, but without those, obviously, it's going to be kind of a slower approach.
3 players here, 2 at the top of ramp. There's the peak, it's going to be AU1 able to find the first as Martin will fall. Starzo as well, tagged down, now dead. His paint shell flies up over towards heaven. Bengir swings around the back, catches Manny and AG. Looking phenomenal here to start off the second half.
Just a great read. And a great little micro adjustment compared to some stuff they've shown in the past.
Beepo with his work cut out for him, has that sheriff. And now he's alone, and Kira, maybe not the ace, but it's another 3K and a flawless pistol at that for AG. 9-4.
Jeez, it's just a little bit of change because you're kind of playing to expect if they're going to go this way, they're just going to blast back in. But it's just them trying to oversaturate the angles at the beginning, at the top of ramp. They do exactly that. They've got a bunch of sheriffs. They're ready to brawl.
هم اللي جابوا البستول.
Brawl they have. It's just a shorty there for Martin is the only gun, the only pistol being bought. And he's just going to tuck right around that corner. Meanwhile, AG being thoughtful here.
فاتني
A
كالعادة.
little bit. Fengir hold this angle down with the Marshal.
معليش السؤال الفايبر ذا اللي في الديفنت حق
Interestingly
ميت.
enough, AG likes to play this map somewhat
يمكن عشانهم
similar
بستل.
to Mates, where they want to create this mid-pressure. Sometimes you have a little bit of trouble getting some coordination and sync going. Let's see if today you can find ways to overcome some of those obstacles that they've faced.
Tuck onto the corner here at Raptors. Mini going to be good for 1, but then flushed out eventually as Glyph cannot escape. Another 2 kills here for Kira. 3 towards that next showstopper. As Beepo and Martin will slowly work their way across towards this side of the map. Give it a classic, give it the shorty. It'd just be the tuck and death with the spike.
الجودة أفضل.
You do not want to give anything
الجودة
else
نفسها.
over to this race right
لا
now.
بتكون أحسن تكة.
Swap the Marshall over into his hands. He wants to go hunting. Beepo, to avoid being put on the menu. Backpedals away, Paint Shell trying to buy himself some space. Just tucks back up the stairs. Tagged up, taken low. Now the re-wrap around towards Garage. I mean, they need to get into the blast radius of this spike. It's anybody but the Rays, it would seem, is what they're after. It'll be GRQ instead to collect the 2 remainders. AG get themselves up to double digits. As many rounds here on this one as they got versus G2 across both maps. They are looking to send this to bind.
Let's go. They are just so aware. Doing such a good job. And I like the way Kira's using these blast packs to
والله البتريت نفس ما هو.
He's not necessarily just diving in all the time. Like, even though he had one that he kind of beefed against Glyph, other than that, they've actually been working really nicely to make a difference in these rounds, make a difference in these fights. Fought out early for Beepo, quickly cleared. He's just going to trade it right back. And they're back to trying to make their way in towards mid. Martine gonna need to go crazy here potentially because they're coming right at him.
Yeah, saturate lobbed in. He backpedals down. Opposite side of that vent. Fenger does end up getting punished for that over-aggression. Mini able to find it before the smoke blooms at Male. Kira chasing in, spots out the feet and finds Starzo. Headshot to clean him up now, one away from a showstopper. Mini just gonna stay tucked here. Flushed against the wall, the peak coming in and does manage to outdo Kira. Now a 3v4. The players try to get clustered and ready for the approach here onto the B side. Beepo play on the low, ground the team forward, and AU1, he's able to find another. Mini's now dead. The swing in, GRQ gets Beepo.
Wow.
And AG
فجأة كذا صار لعيبة.
They are looking for another bonus conversion.
He's Martine though.
Martine within the 1v2, the smoke now blooming. The flash gonna be sent. The drop down, they're not looking at him, but Martine's not hitting him.
كيف ضيع مارتين؟ مارتين اللي مسم.
That we said about AG yesterday, I feel like I could say about mates right now. They look frazzled. They're not hitting their shots. They're not making great decisions. They're individually making mistakes that AG is able to punish. But all the credit in the world to AG because they're playing so well. They're so sharp. He just can't do it. He just got a little over-eager to start that spray. Wanted to get the quick transfer, I think, to try to end the round. But now it's showstopper for Kira, judge for Beepo. Shotguns abound.
هيزب لاين وذاك سوى كراوتش وقرف.
هلا محمد يلا حييه. Dash up and over the top, and Martine does find the timing. Sliding past. Able to find Kira. So once again, that showstopper not going to be a quadri for them to contemplate in this round, but lose that on Starzo. The player eliminated. Down to the base of ramp. AU1 just spamming on a timing? Did people make a noise? I have no idea, but what a kill to be found. Flash finds Fengir, pulls back.
كيف؟
On the peak, dead. The Bucky from Martine still going to be deadly, but Mini with that Vandal in hand. Her Q just turns on a dime, finds him. Flip gets another, but then gets traded out. The tap is there. Martine is dead, and AG are up to map point. Mates need 8 just to take this to overtime.
This is clinical.
Let me tell you, I don't see that happening.
No, this is a revitalized AG team.
Wow.
All it took was one day, and what a difference it has made for this team. You just have to be so thrilled with what they're showing. Here we go. Flash trying to set up the showstopper, but
Mini's the closest one. Lob in and still will be able to find people. Now Mini dead as well. That second layer from GRQ coming up with a kill. Finds the second. Cliff is dead. Just Starzo and Martine, the dynamic duo from Pearl. And we're finding such heavy impact. The last one standing in a 2v4. Trying to have any ounce of a hope of taking this to overtime. But there is no hope. Not on this map. Starzo will have a little bit of fun here as he finds himself in second. But even he knows that this is a bridge too far gone. 23 health, 6 bullets, and Fengir to find him from on high. 13-4. I do not believe it. All gamers are pushing us the distance. We're not done. We're going to bind.
This is incredible. Finally a map win for China, and AG, they're showing why they're the #1 seed.
Not going quietly into the night. They are pushing us the distance. One more map to determine which team sticks around.
عز والوزن 30. وش ذا يا ولد؟ ومتزوج 4.
Opponents' early traps, their positioning sometimes get them caught where they're giving up first bloods in spaces where they actually have the strong side held down, and a lot of kind of individual mistakes.
اللي ما صوت يصوت. سكب لي. ما مشكلته انت ما انتبهت. خد في جبال تنبض. ليه؟ من المحبة. من ليش تنبض؟
3 players at short A. That opens up that showers angle for Starzo.
جبال قلب.
He's going to try.
الآن تأكدت إن عمرك 32.
That extra angle.
حلوة.
Here we go.
And Shell going to be lobbed in here, just trying to tuck into the corner. Martin will be able to flush him out, but the nade gets down!
2.
How? Run the replay now.
عيال AG.
Just show me what happened. Was it, I guess the C's nade? Grab 2 of them?
أتوقع مولي فايبر أتوقع ولا إيه.
What fashion
لا.
to shut down the attack?
كان مع جوست.
Was it trip over on B though?
What?
Were they just in the poison cloud and from the decay?
كيف بدع هو في سبليت صح؟ في الهاف الأول.
Now a 2v4. Spike will be recovered. Do they just take the teleporter? Do they try to play this one forward? Looks like it's going to be the latter. Pushing their way up, looking for some of that dry contact, but Starzo ends up falling, and GRQ continues to deliver. From his own on the last map to now a 3K for Brim here on Bind.
ايش تبغى هالشومي؟ شو بدك؟
Nothing just on, okay. On top of the box, inside of the poison cloud, they're fracked there, and they just get blown to smithereens.
Absolutely amazing.
خليني أشوف إيش حاطه.
Huge. And this is, again, starting to mix up the ideas for AG. They often would play like kind of pretty far back on their pistol rounds, like the 1-3-1 that had kind of been popularized.
لا حط صورة اللوجو حقي
It's going to
شلبي.
be a B split here. Fengear, it's flashed off the angle at the very least.
إلا البغدادش تقفل.
Keep his position disguised. Look at that third, gets a leg shot on the glyph. Down now to 15. Well, AU1 already. Early damage push back against Starzo puts him to 69 health. And this is going to leave mates scratching their heads, wondering how in the hell they can even get the plant down.
It's going to be tough. Got one AG player holding showers, holding short each, respectively, so trying to bully your way through, going to be tricky. And it's 2 phantoms that you're going to have to deal with. Also, you got Shrink rotated over. He's got a Spectre. Just going to have to try to find a way to explode onto here. Stars come down.
Quick little back pedal. Spray out. Shrimp able to find the one. GRQ with the other. Now it's just Glyph. Flushed out eventually. Flawless anti-eco from AG. Now the question once again becomes, can they get another bonus conversion? Had both of them on split. Can they go 3 for 3?
I mean, it'd be crazy. The last time they played XLG on this map, they started on the defender side and they got bonused. And now they have a damn good chance to do the opposite here. And Mates has got to dig deep. They're rattled. You're going to need some of that magic. I mean, it's a similar comp that Mates run.
بس والله معهم باي جامد. سبكتر جدج جارديان
had trouble with the Waylay Yoru stuff, and so far so good. Patience here for Mates. Just completely spreading the map. A TP check there for Fengear. Right back over into their spawn though, towards safety. Mates is just going to play this cautious. You did get some damage into Martin, down to 70 HP. So already, not exactly the way you want to start this as Mates. Of course, that judge, you know it's going to be around somewhere. You saw it at the very end of the round in AU1's hands. You suspect Hookah most likely, but they're going to try to just set up for a big hit. They wait out the Prowler. This is the strong side.
Gets that spot out. Looking for the saturate hit. Shrimp will get caught. Util in hand, trying to just get that seize through, and Starzo catching AU1. Alive and well here in the anti-bonus arm mates. Let's get the spot out on the GRQ.
توكسيك ما قد شفت اجل توكسيك.
Even with the weaponry, even with the economy
أنا
the
ما
way that
عمري
it is.
توكسكت.
How willing are they going to be to try to play this one out? You still have Kira, who's just a world away. All likelihood will just be the back off. Maybe GRQ. See if anyone gets a little overzealous on the side of Gentlemates.
Yeah,
Don't see that happening.
Kira could play for some exits here.
I wonder if he gets all the way around, back through that spawn.
اصبر. كل الاجيل توكسيك.
Looks like maybe a couple into the teleporter.
حتى
I
ناتس.
don't think he's going to go hunting for this one. So 5 players will be able to survive. Flawless here. 4 mates to get themselves on the board nice and early. Avoid the catastrophes of split.
انا قد شفتوني يا توكسيك.
See if they can string it together. Tie things up 2-2 right off the rip.
حتى اللي
Yeah,
ضدنا
some
اقول
really
هم
nice
البليد.
coordination being shown here by mates on this execute because they're going to get the player at backside right as they need to clear that saturated player around the corner. So they're able to win that fight. Yeah, a little bit of frustration for Fengir, but that's just really nice discipline being shown here, knowing who needs to cover what angles to make sure that they can make that punish go onto Shrimp.
بدوا يرجعون ميتس.
Just little things there. That gets the job done.
هم كانوا يبغوا راوند واحد.
Big round win
جابوا
for
راوند.
mates. Don't allow
لأن
any
الواحد
kind
ذا
of
بونس
snowball
يدورني
to start
الجيم.
falling. Kira wants the orb.
ياخذ الأورب.
Granted it if he takes it.
No one there to contest
يسعد
here.
لي يا
You're
خالد.
just going to be jumping back across towards that B side of the map, but rotating back towards A.
اوه جبهتها
All the
طارت الا
jumping.
شعره.
Plenty of damage going to be suffered. Trim tag down to 33. I mean, he's just standing there with a knife.
وات؟
And okay, plants his feet, still
Okay.
gonna be good for one. At least
الفيد.
he's managed to find the trade. Spray out Mini down low. 2 HP remaining on this Viper. Maybe Starzo starting to call a rotation back.
Okay,
More
Martin.
teams able to find Fengir now.
معلش
Grabs up that
Martin.
orb over halfway to the dimensional drift. Spikes in hand, the walk down from Kira. He is not going to read this at all. Completely outdone now, the teleporter taken. Clear of that Prowler. Catch on a 1, the util in hand, the C's able to get the crab and re-peeks it. GRQ pulled into the corner. Isolate for the third. And suddenly,
ابراهيم قلب دولست.
into the 1v1. The teleport's going to be taken, but he is there. But it's a fake back.
ابراهيم سوى داش.
Utilizing the time that he does still have.
ابراهيم حرفيا سوى داش. حط استنبيك انقلب
Works his way
جت.
over to the A site.
كلوف لما تذبح احد.
This is a scenario that did not
Rina
go red
dismiss.
here by AG.
Oh man, AU1 almost had it, but still has a chance. Still has a shout.
He's been given a golden opportunity, but Martin is reading his approach absolutely correctly. It's going to come down to just that reaction time here. AU1 on the peak, and Martin has the headshot. Tied up 2-2. But damn, was that on a knife's edge.
I mean, GRQ.
يا اخي ما اتوقع يسمعون الجمهور يا اخي الوايت نويز موجوده السماعه.
Pearl, it was not great.
Oh, look, let me just say this. You know, I'm not trying to be rude, but I hope I never see him play Waylay again. If he can be playing smokes, it seems like he's right at home. Brimstone Omen.
ايش فائدة سماعتين انت تفكر فيها معلش. سماعتين ايش فائدتها؟ سماعة عشان يسمع والسماعة الثانية علشان الوايت نويز. يصير في زي الوشوشة. أنا أحس إنهم يسمعون إذا كان الوضع هادي بعدين صار في سياح. تمام إذا الجيم إن جيم في الجيم نفسه كذا واقف. يمكن يسمع أشياء خفيفة أتوقع فهمت؟ أو واحد من التيم مثلا عرفت اللي يكتم الصوت يقول له الجمهور ترى صايح فهمت ال 1v1 أتوقع نفس سالفة إيثن يوم إنه كان يشوف البي سي حق ذاك في أمور في الستيج خارج الجيم تساعد الواحد فهمت؟ تعتبر غش بس ما حد يقدر يجحدها.
Any wiggle room for AG. Gets the spot on the 2 players. Sees him towards the back. It's a catch on to the Viper, but he's going to be dodged there by Fengir. Just a Guardian in hand. It will fall. Oh, trying to go for the reload on the Bandit as he swings the corner, and AU1 loses his life as well. Very well set up now to gain the lead, our mates. Plant in play, 5 players strong, not even a tick of damage being suffered so far. Kira on this flank approach.
عرفتونا بس.
Being watched in mini. Has him dead to rights with that outlaw in hand.
فايبر عندي يورو خذها خاصة من عندي فايبر.
Even just going down to the spike. Looks like mates wanting to get a bit of blood, wanting to get some ult charge. They chase forward and will be able to find Shrimp. GRQ can collect a single kill. He'll just layer in that molly, keep himself protected for the remainder of this one as the spike gets ready to detonate. So mates now up 3-2.
نيون برضو فيما باتها، بس على حسب لما يفتحون تبنيد الشخصيات. هنا السؤال، هل بيخلونها زي لول في البداية انك تبند 5 شخصيات كل تيم ويخشون؟ لا، اتوقع بيكون التبنيد شخصيتين كبداية، حتى اتكلم في البطولات. فايبر ما تتعوض، يورو ما يتعوض، يورو يتعوض بكيو فينيكس بس ما يتعوض بالتيبيات. فايبر ما في شخصية تعوضها، اتحداك. ترى ايه اللي تعوض فايبر بس مو بنفس التعويض، هذه الفكرة. بس تقدر تعوض البوزيشننج اللي عند، اذا عرفت قصدي. نظام الباند اصلا ما يحتاج خالد تفكر فيه، يعني انك تقول اوه صدق بيصير طبيعي، بيصير في اي لعبه كومبتيتيف فيها شخصيات وفيها هذا الشيء. بس السؤال متى؟ انا توقعاتي 2027 اذا الله طال باعمارنا على طاعته، والله يطيل باعمارنا على طاعته باذن الله. اتوقع 2027 بيكون فيها سيستم الباند كبداية، يعني كتست.
Quite not going deep enough, not flushing out Martin. Gets grabbed up there by the Seas, but has the exit, just taking that gate crash away. Their own bite now layered in, continuing to delay on this defuse, and Martin able to find one. People gets another Shrimp now gone. That's the operator stranded at Lamps. Spengir will be able to find one alongside Kira, but Mini just cuts him down to size with the shorty. Up is recovered, but mates now.
اقسم بالله التبريد لانه بيخلي بطولات فالورانت احمس شيء في الحياه.
Wouldn't mind seeing the timeout.
بنشوف اوف متى، بنشوف شيء جبار.
Coming back to mates, they're coming back to life.
بيصير اللعب ممتع والواتش
gotta try to slow that down. It's going to be a weak buy into this next one. I mean, Martin again, just so good at reading where his opponents are going to be. Nice stuff from
يمكن يحطونه في الرانك من فوق الدايموند مثلا.
That space in check. We're just going to keep rolling. Still that operator, like you said, they're going to keep it over. It's going to be actually going out towards market.
Checking that angle. Stars are around the corner. We'll just be setting out the prowler. Still gets a grab and Shrimp. Yeah, looking back away. Getting brutalized on these holds towards Garden, but
kind of curious if they were just
كيف يخيروني بين ما بين؟ ممكن توضح لي اياها؟
convergent pass there to see if they could just catch those players.
اوه دبلهم كيف؟ هنا مع الاب اللي انا ندمت اني شريته.
Weren't anticipating that re-aggression from him all the way out of hookah. Gets himself on a fantastic line.
في حسابي الاول.
Finds both of the ults that mates had in their back pocket.
تأيم تشم ريحة فم الاسد.
There's one way to get this thrifty going. That certainly could be it. Kira one away from having a showstopper. The spot on the headshot not going to be connecting. Now know where Fengir has repositioned to. Shell, last pack just knocking him around here. Cliff, however, not even to worry about too much as it's going to be Martin coming away with 3 kills to break open this site. 2v2, the one Vandal in hand. Shrimp still just with that Vandal. The Bandit, rather.
شك ليش الفيت شك؟
The nightfall, and Martin is just scaling in behind him. I don't think he's got any read of this whatsoever. Recovers the op, goes on the swing out to his demise. Glyph will be able to find the kill. AU1 now, needing to clutch it out. There's the spot on the one, but Martin arrived.
ليش الفيد شك انه بجي سي تي يوم قلت يلا هالخبرة. بسرعة. لا وضح. لا المارك مرة. تيجي بعد ما يخلص الالت. يا سلام عليك. اجل الشرح انت تخونك بيه بس انك فاهم. ايوه طلع مارك بعدين فين تتكلم كم سوت مارك. فمن الت فيت تعرف اذا هو قريب ولا بعيد من اسلوب من طريقه الالت اللي انت مألتها. خلي العلامه.
So they're no strangers to these tough situations, to these maps that are do or die. Let's see what they can do. Mini with the op now.
Right there. Considering the pop flash out. Mini with that op. It's able to shut down Kira.
It's the showstopper.
There goes that showstopper.
وش رانكك يا
This aggression is beautifully counteracted by mates. Valor not going to get the reconfirmation on the Mini. And already AG very much on the back foot.
And it's been a lot of what the early round has looked like for mates. They're pretty far back. They're looking for those plays out of showers.
الجيم سنس عندك واضح انك اصلا هاي رانك.
Out of the TP there and Fengir just overstays.
دامك واصل لمورتل 2 خلاص مورتل 2 نفس الراديانت ترى. بس يبغى لك قليلا من الحظ وتيميت كويسين توصل للراديانت. كلنا في الهواء سوا.
Better safe than sorry here.
Yeah, same thing. Just, I wanted to give it over and GRQ just strafes right into it. And well, AU1 not really in a position to try to get disconnected and save. Shrimp, however, should absolutely be considering that.
انه بير لفظ الماب اعوذ بالله اعوذ بالله ايش ذا الذوق. لا توكل على الله. انك تتابع في البطوله حماس اني العبه. انا بالنسبه لي بريز، بس بريز القديم، بريز الجديد انا كنت احب بريز ليه؟ المساحات اللي فيه ضيقوه خلوه ماب كبير بس مداخله ومخارجه ضيقه، بس السايتات زي ما هي. فحاليا انا اشوف ايسنت.
One thing I really liked that I saw before this map started was Starzo was going up to each player individually, hyping them up, saying it's okay guys.
لا لوتس ايس بوكس.
You know, giving them that confidence, showing that he still is there to lead the way.
لا خلي ايس بوكس ينقلع. لوتس
they're really showcasing it here, and obviously Martin is going absolutely nuclear right now.
فراكشر والله اني ادري اني كنت اقول انه مد، بس الحين لوتس وفراكشر.
Still think there's fight in this team.
لوتس فراكشر بعدين هيفن، بعدين هذول اس يعني عندي حاليا. بريز زقوا فيهم غيروه. بايند لا يعني بايند هيفن بالنسبه لي ايسنت مابات حلوه بس مو التوب، يعني مابات ما امل لو تجيني بس مو الافضل، يعني مو انه مابات اتسلطن فيها، فهمت؟ مابات استمتع في اللعب في الماب. لوتس الكل حبه والله، لوتس في البدايات ما حد كان يحبه، يوم راح ورجع الكل حبه. فراكشر الحين يوم راح وبيرجع الكل مشتاق له. في مابات تعرف قيمتها لا راحت، وفي مابات لو راحت تقول زين راح ما عاد تبغاه.
Showstopper's been pulled. Martin with 4, lobs it in, does not find the damage, and Mini clips him. 7 rounds now for mates. The lead established for the half. As they will continue to try to stretch it.
And it's again a lot of this push and pull. I mean, Kira, great shots, my man. But this push and pull with the waylay gives AG grief, and Shrimp keeps going into this corner and keeps getting punished.
اقسم بالله الماب كريم والله، الماب انه ما في اي شيء ممتع، الماب ضيق صغير ماب قرف حتى في البطولات، نفس الاسلوب نفس الزقاقه. ماب ظالم والله العظيم. ماب دولست ما ينفع تاخذ فيه انيشيتر اصلا، تاخذ فيه خذ فيه 3 سموك 3 دولست ازحف. ماب غريب. لا تلعب الا جاك. اقسم بالله الميت بيغيرون. بريز خربوا
Now Fengear as well. Taken down by the teleporter. AU1.
المميز بريز اول المساحات اللي فيه والهول، صكوا الهول وضيقوا المد، ضيقوا اليمين. شحال باقي؟ هذا الاساس اللي في بريز، المساحه، منك تخلي المساحه الماب باقي كبير وتضيق الدنيا. واحده يا رجال مره واحده
throws out his ult, creates his own space, and gets a 3K in the round. This waylay in multiple different ways, giving AG
بنوقف البطولة نسوي تير ليست عن كل شيء في الحياة.
To see it from the frag department, not just teeing up Martin department. I don't think anybody's going to be drifting Kira's direction. Oh boy.
Whatsoever. And as these rounds continue to go on, how long can you afford to wait if you're AG before you do have to invest that second time out, that final one, not just of the series, but potentially of the tournament? Timing.
And for AG here, if you can get it to 4, you're feeling like, okay, well, maybe, but
8-2 نفس سيناريو سبلت. بيجيبونها 8-4.
Able to get 3 on the other side. Beepo, and the confidence just has to be flowing. Pit try to dissuade this. We've seen that in general, mates don't want to mess with that pit, at least not initially. There might be a follow-up plan. They can create some space elsewhere. They'll just happily take that, but this allows for AG to set up a strong side onto A. Power not going to find anything, so it allows you to just keep holding your lines, keep holding your angles, but it's an accoutrement of weapons. Some stingers, some sheriffs, just the one carried over rifle for Kira. Oh.
Poke and prod, but not forward. Just right there.
يا اخي الجمهور ما يا اخي ما ادري يسمعون ولا اذا يسمعون والله زقاقه.
Double dash forward, saturate lobbed in, not going to be connecting on anyone there. Kira going to be spotted by the Prowler. Fengear fights too! With the Sheriff, Beepo and Martin both dead. Spike now contained back at short. The two players trying to advance their way out of showers. So unable to scale. Suddenly, 25 seconds remaining. Ultimate going to be invested, the spot out on the 2. Can mates make a go of this? Decent up start, finding a first elimination. They hear the exit around the back. Plant interrupted for now. Just spam through that smoke. Mini trying to protect. This is now just Starzo trying to hold his zone, and he will fall.
8-3.
The defuse to come in, and AG,
flawless.
Long last, able to break this win streak, give themselves a 3rd round victory. As they look to try to recover this as much as possible. Make this that 8-4 scoreline.
This is really nicely thought out here by Fengear. Able to get some of that util.
هم حاطين لك 7 مابات كل اكت. هم يطلعون ويدخلون بدل لا انك تحط تصويت. فهمت؟ احسن كذا. لو عدت تصويت كان ما حد لعب مابات معينه فورتكس، وش الفائده يسوون مابات جديده؟ بالعكس الاسلوب اللي انت تقوله ابو محمد مره سيء.
That breaks the round open there for AG. This is going to be an op for Martin, an op for Fengear, so both Yorus going to be sporting the snipers. One away from a nightfall are both Shrimp and Starzo.
Last round
as well, really close to that orbital strike, so both teams want to take control of this long B orb. Meanwhile, sniper battle.
Potentially, probably to lead the way, and Fengear just play it patiently. Martin caught up. Now the dimensional drift out of the equation for AG. One less to try to worry about, but Shrimp might have his work cut out for him as here comes the swarm. Kira able to find one, but down to 4 HP. Made Shell to contain them, hold them back for now. Go into a 3v3.
Might just be a pivot. Got the quick rotate.
Working their way back in, this time towards Hookah.
Just gotta see. Oh, the shorty.
Just push his way forward. There's a shorty. It's 2! Starzo now in a 1v2. So Nightfall will go across, will be able to connect on just about both players, I do think, but he's going to be dead on the dropout. 2 rounds in a row, everything's spaced out here for AG.
يلا good half بنعطيكم على الهاف ها.
A massive win streak in between for mates. They secure a 4-round lead at the half.
Okay, we've got some fights still here. AG able to recover just in time.
Can they find the pistol? Roommates look to just run away with the remainder of this map now that they're on the defender side. We will find out after the halftime break. The floodgates open and Mates ran 8 straight to get themselves a 4-round lead of the half. And it could very well all come down to this pistol for either squad.
Absolutely. This is crucial. Lift there.
باك
It's out the smoke.
حلو
Has
بالوقت.
to respect it.
خلينا نشوف
Back off.
ياخذها يجي البستل ولا.
Happy to see, man, that they've given it their all today. They have really put on a show. Hopefully they can dig a little bit deeper.
شوفوا يا عيال ايش قاعد يلعب ميت. 3 في السبون.
Gets that early contact, which one they can quickly rotate to and clip on that peak. Spotting out multiples, and that's going to be the full rotation call. A bit hesitant though. We'll leave the 2 on the linger at B. Get crash set up in case there's that TP pivot. Just shifting across, working his way over towards showers. Prowler to check around.
البول جاهز.
Still available for
اليوت
this
جاهز.
raise. The plant gets ready to come through. Tries to go for the reposition. Kira able to fight 2 before getting taken down.
شالوا واحد شالوا
Just for the
3.
1.
4v2.
Looking like another pistol here for AG. As many slots around, damage dealt, finds the kill. Fengear fallen. Starts on out, trying to join up with the angle, but it's just not ready for the tuck away from Shrimp. Rather GRQ.
ايه الحين اللي فيها كلام.
هذا
قاعد تقول شوفني اشوفك.
Love the way that they're thinking about this ahead of time, expecting the reaction. As soon as that spike goes down, they've already created so many different angles, so many different layers for Mates to break through. They try to play off the pop flash, and they already knew. That was AG a step ahead of their opponents, and that gets them a crucial pistol
ايه بس
win.
الموضوع مو ان الناس تحب ولا ما تحب. الموضوع اجباري يا ابو حمد. انت لازم تسوي ادابت على الماب بول اللي موجود. فهمت الفكره؟ نفس نظام تبنيد الشخصيات، بتبنت شخصيات الناس تحبها. متى شخصيات قويه. خلي اجل لعبه كذا ليش تضيف تبنيد الشخصيات؟ خلي الكل يلعب باللي يبغاه. بس هذه من باب التحدي، من باب انك تسوي ادابت في مابات كبيره، مابات صغيره، مابات متوسطه، مابات فهمت؟ تحتاج اوب، تحتاج جدج، تحتاج اودن، تحتاج انك تلعب فايبر هنا، لا والله هنا تحتاج استرا، هنا تحتاج اومن. فكل ماب لها ستايل، على كذا الناس تختار المابات اللي بس فيها كلوف مثلا ضيقه زي سبليت تو بايند. فهمت؟
I don't think the haunt did either.
Smoke dissipating. There. Pull back. Get the spot out noise now going to be made. Shrimp just trying to continue to keep that attention tied. Teleporter will be taken. Already Martin dead. Huge. AU1. The lurk forward into backside. Now about to have contact here. The jump out of the smoke. Refract back. The snake bite going to be layered there at their feet. Fengear at the same time, able to find a headshot as Glyph will fall.
دوق.
5v2, looking to make this again flawless.
سحرت بروست. جي جي.
One pushing forward.
جي جي.
One shot potential on the Starzo. Don't have to worry about him though, as it's just going to be the catch coming in. Bibbo taken down. Kira able to find the final 2 kills.
خذ أي شيء هضم بسرعة. ساعد على عملية الهضم سريع. زبادي سفن اوكي وحاول يعني الله يكون في عونك. وكثر مويه موز عليك بالموز. موز خيار قبل الاذان عشان الضغط ما له داعي.
Win a solo battle. Again, they're going to be patient. They're going to be cautious.
أحب التحدي بالصيام.
They've got showers control. They've got long B control, so they're establishing themselves early here on the map. Fengear just trying to look up and over, see if he can find target. Trying to go for that jump peak kill.
نعم للفطور. الله أكبر. يا أخي إيش ذا الصيام الفخم ما شاء الله عليك. عبودي ما شاء الله على النصيحة.
Here though, does have that spike in hand.
And they haven't seen anything over here, so they're starting to think that maybe this might be a little bit more clear than they realize.
Got the boom bot. Paint shells to try to clear these angles, but they're trying to just escort forward with that outlaw. Kill is going to be found. Blast pack not taking it very far, but still out towards safety goes Kira. These people just cannot collect anything off the back of that saturate. Now the teleporter going to be taken. Oh, AU1 again looking forward onto this A site. Starzo. Now they're trying to hold the line. Kira eventually does manage to have it down, but
الباقيين له بس الفايبر بيزق في كبودهم. يا عيال الفايبر قاعد يلعب الليرك صح.
And what a shot! Oh, that is disgusting! Another bonus converted, AG! One away from tying it up.
اوكي تدري اتمنى يجي يسويها ويطلع ميت. على المستوى ذا اتمنى. اقسم بالله ذا AU1 وشلون؟ يعني بليش السنس اللي عندك الجيم سنس. شفت البك؟ ترى في شاشته شاف شيء احنا في العاده ما نشوفه، نفس لما تسوي سبكتيت على حد يلعب كاستم ولا شيء. واو معلقينهم من 8 4 5 6 7 جابوا البونس والحين بيفوزون الباي بونس والبونس بونس ونزلني على الدبل بونس والدبل علاوه وخذ اجازه هذا الدبل بونس.
Stinger in hand, gonna try to dissuade, try to interrupt that plan, but the shots just not quite connecting. Starzo as well.
بيفوزون ذا راوند اللي ضدهم ايكو هم في البونس. لا فيلم خذ بك وطلع ديفيوز تاب البكي
picked apart just the one casualty. His all gamers tie it up at 8-8.
What a hold there. Didn't look like it was going to be easy for all gamers, but they're able to keep themselves in control despite that early kill for Beepo. They just hold the line, create a little bit of verticality with those setups initially. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. They're sharp, they're fired up. And that's going to bring out a timeout from May. Get that showstopper to hit a target that can TP or refract away, for example. So some thought can be put into that. You know, where do you think that's going to end up? Setting up the poison cloud in a little bit of a different spot. A lot of teams want to put it on the box to set up that one way. They're actually putting it over at short A.
Heavy stack here. Mates situating 4 players on B. AG managed to suss this out.
Front-facing players initially, though, just going to immediately peel back. They're so worried about that showstopper.
والله بيتدمرون لو هذا الراوند اصلا اوريدي هاف 4 من عندهم يلعبونها هذا المره.
That ends up being the angle. Have to check through towards mid and he actually shows some presence, scares them a little bit.
Instills some doubt, make them think.
Yeah.
So far. Just going to continue to try to push into this B site. This could very well end up being AG's undoing in the round.
Maybe a Fengir can get some space. Even AU1 might be able to get the pivot to go through. AG's taking a pause. Just depends on Martin here. He's starting to scale forward.
Trying to get this forward lurk going once again. This time AU1 not alone. Ooh. Has been in the past. Martin, not sure if he caught a glimpse there. Meanwhile, GRQ. Dead. Starzo able to find him just outside of that teleporter.
Oh, that's
has now since been taken. Rotations quickly are arriving. Martin tucked away here. Backup truck. The paint shell not going to flush him out. Showstopper, however, might just do the trick. Lobs it in. It's a triple. Martin finds one. Gets taken down, and now it is just Starzo. As good God! How has he connected that? Mates gonna be kicking themselves as AG gained the lead.
Unreal.
كيف؟
Unreal. They're all just tucked in there because they think it's safe because Martin's forward and Kira just finds the perfect time. But I love the way they play the beginning of this round. They're being so patient. Our AG, they're looking for their moments. They're looking for open space, and it's the scaling of Fengir and AU1.
والله إنه يجي.
Mini, couple of marshals.
High-low setup around the corner. Mini able to find the kill. Martin with the assist. Solid early kill to be found to try to pull off this thrifty.
That's a freebie.
Still a lot of work needs to be done for mates. So they've reshuffled, reset up this high-low.
Again مرة ثانية.
Just get them to peek in one by one.
الحين بنزله.
Just being very thoughtful, our AG. I think learning from some of their mistakes.
Well, let's see. There's another one.
أقسم بالله مجنن. جابوا بكين بهذا الأسلوب.
3v3.
عادي يروحون تي بي والله.
Orb going to be grabbed up. GRQ now with the orbital strike online. Looks like he's just going to set it right away.
بيقلت بروحون تي بي؟
No, thinks better of it. Well, never mind. We'll send it out. 3 cycles of smoke in. Want to try to check out the rest of this site. Storzo does have that nightfall. Still is just checking around. He is so wary that AU1 is once again on a flank on that A side of the map. We of course know that he isn't.
عشان يجبر لو في أحد باك سايد يطلع يسار ولو في أحد في التيوب بيطرف بس اللي في التيوب بيكون عايش لازم يكون التيوب مرة ثانية بس الفكرة من البوزيشن اللي هنا اللي ورا التيوب يا عيال يجي بيطلع ميت
They're just so resilient, and now it's their turn to run 8 in a row onto their opponents. Shrimp, big-time plays from the player who is big-time in his region.
يعني توقع ميت
the double headshot on the swing.
كم متوفق بالماتشات اللي مر فيها بالسويس.
Even though there's going to be a lot of ults here for mates in this next round, they're going to have the convergent paths.
يعني ماشي معهم بس مستوى التيم يعني منظم وكويس وعندهم لاعب زي مارتين ايما ما شاء الله يعني وستاركو يعني اللي جاهم تطبيل يعني المواجهة الجدية اللي مروا فيها ضد نكشن وشقوا نكشن.
Surrendered here at Showers. Re-clear this one. Shrimp. Just gonna be good. Clean up the kill on the enemy Viper. Gets taken down. That's the Nightfall now lost, but traded for not having to deal with the potential pit in the round.
Thought they might line up for Shrimp there for a second. You might get 2. Here we go.
Martin splitting the difference right between the 2 players. Paint Shell at his feet has him rerouted. Convergent path's gonna be sent in. Looking for the catch, Kira again, just tucking away. The flash forward catches people, catches a glimpse of Martin on the exit as well. Player advantage once again gonna be re-established. ZU1 sat there, swings out, finds the timing to catch Starzo.
لا بس ما كان لعبة يجي كذا في الماب الثاني.
Cliff trying to go for this approach, work his way down short.
أو الماب الأول.
GRQ watching for this, winning it out, and Martin will have to back away if he can. AU1 wants this kill. Martin wants this op. He's already pursued a little bit deeper than the Yoru has gone. Can they suss this out? For now, it seems like they are very convinced that he's lingering somewhere around that B site. But the thing that AG know for damn sure is that this round is theirs. And they are going to be 2 away from advancing, from sticking around here in the playoffs of Masters Santiago and eliminating gentle mates.
Wow. I just love the map control that AG is taking here. they're constantly pressuring showers or long, making sure that they keep
أو اللي الناس رشحوه.
and then when they get onto that
وأنا قلت إنه ميتس مرشح على مستواه في السويس.
and Mates is pushing through those smokes.
Judge in the hands of Glyph. From the defender's side, you don't mind seeing too much.
You're gonna need to get some kind of recovery here as Mates. They look shell-shocked on stage right now. They are completely rattled. There has got to be some kind of glow up from somebody. Getting an aggressive position from Mini. Maybe just wants to take the Viper's pit, put it down right off the rip. AG here. Can't catch him initially. They're going to keep scaling.
Prowler just managed to find it. For now, it's just going to be the clone sent through.
They back off.
Seems like, yeah, overall, not wanting to get overzealous, wanting to get caught off guard.
أنا تدي بلا فقرة معهم أب.
We'll just give up that space.
Okay.
الشتوي عندهم عند أسترا جج يعني. وبلدوغ باقي مرة تمام. والله يجي قاعد يروح للسايت الصح يعني قاعد يلعب ديفولت سلو صح.
Set him up right into heaven. Have that op dialed in as well as the dimensional drift.
But it just dissipated.
Nightfall goes across, TP forward now, catch on the one with Kira. Catching a shot to the side of the head. Beepo able to find an opener to try to get Mates back onto the board here in this half. Pit now blooming through.
مو مسبين السبام باك أو في سموك ما يقدرون.
The question is, what do you do if your Mates?
ريتيك مع ما اشتغلت.
You absolutely have to invest.
يلا مارتين قلت.
Martin swaps over the weapon, restarts now with that operator, gets himself the bulldog, chases forward,
ما حد
spots
يطلق عليه
out the two
عجبته.
players. A saturate lobbed in as Beepo goes up and over the top, but he does get gunned down. Martin on the exit, able to find Fengir, but Vinny now eliminated as well. Shrimp finds Glyph. The player advantage once again in the hands of AG, but Martin still fighting. Still vying for this win. But GRQ out from short. Massacres the remaining two players.
جي راحت الالتيات وراح الباي وراح الاب وراح كل شيء.
Are up to match point.
This is absolute madness. It looks
like
Mates is going to be able to get this
الماب
to
ذا
go.
عبارة عن تيم دف. ما اتكلم عن لاعب. ايجي الدف وحط نقطة اخر السطر. القراية والتوجه في الراوند صح من يوم لعبوا اتاك. كل الفيك كل الديفولت كل الكونتاكت حقهم ماشي صح. والبوست عندهم فنان. صراحة دور الماب قراية وتسلطن. 8-4 ولا راوند خذوها الهاف الثاني ولا راوند من 8-4 ل 8-12. 8 راوندات والحين التاسع في الطريق ان شاء الله. من 8-2 ها.
Look how much Mates is committed early to this A side. It's been such a pain point for them. They have to overstack it just to try to deal with it.
Now the full shift, the rotations coming through.
Exactly.
Starzo trying to work his way across the B.
يا إن ضربة حظ مع اي جي ضد ميت، يا إن ميت فعلا سيء وما طاح فتيام جامدة، يا إن الاثنين سيئين. واضح. وبيفوز واحد فيهم والثاني بيطلع بعدين في المواجهة الثانية.
Spam just whittling away, but Kira uncleared. Does manage to find the kill. Mini now going to be taken down. One reveal on a one Fengir, sneaking in around the back, and Martin is dead to rights. Bippo gone. Glyph, the last one standing. Just a judge in hand.
إذا ما قلبه ينبض.
When all gamers qualified to their first international, when they were on the brink of elimination. And when they eliminated the second seed from the NBA! The sound of hundreds of Preds suddenly silenced!
The rumors of China's demise were greatly exaggerated. AG, an absolute stunner. They have brought their last when
لا
their backs
إله.
were against the wall, and it's hugs all around.
They say, we are not a 0-team region.
That's right.
We are a 1-team region, just like you. Unbelievable.
I am just
شو بالك كيف تكسك
so
عليهم؟
thrilled. That attacker's side flawless for AG to close it out.
ايه
What
الحق
a bounce
ينقال
back.
والله انهم تكسكوا
After
بنت
getting
66 الماب الاول والماب
13
الثاني في الهاف الاول.
They come out swinging.
العبرة وين؟ في
and
الخواتيم.
take the reverse sweep and they take
باي باي
mates
ميتس.
out of Santiago.
إيه من ناحية خبرة صادق. بس عرفت الحصان الاسود بلاك هورس اللي الناس يقولون فيه الامال وانه مقدم وانه بيسوي بيفعل. وطرنا في العجة. بس ما تقدر تتوقع ايش السيناريو اللي بيحصل. والله يجي سواها.